Konnichiwa minasan, Nihongo no gakusei desu. Today's lesson is about the Japanese location words. These words describe the position of a certain thing or person relative to another. In lesson 2, we learned how to use the words koko, soko, asoko, and doko to say here, there, over there, and where. For example, Makudonarudo wa doko desu ka? Makudonarudo wa doko desu ka? Where is the McDonald's? And the answers could be Makudonarado wa asoko desu. McDonald's is over there. Makudonarudo wa soko desu. McDonald's is right there, near you. Makudonarudo wa koko desu. McDonald's is right here, near me. Okay, in this lesson we will learn how to describe the location of an item relative to another, as in X wa Y no mae desu. X is in front of Y. Here, X is the thing or person we find, and Y is the reference point in front of the building, at the back of the building, behind the restaurant reference point. Then, to add the location word after, behind, to the right, to the left, we use the particle no. So, X, Y, reference point, no, location word, then des. For example, Makudonarudo wa ano hoteru, that hotel, no mae, in front of des. So McDonald's is in front of that hotel. So as you can see, in English, the location words is written first before the reference point, but in Japanese, it is the reference point first, then the no, then the location word. Okay? So you can copy the equation here. Another example. Ringo wa teburu no ue desu. Ringo wa teburu no ue desu. So here, the reference point is the table, above the table or on the table. And what do we find on the table? Teburu no ue. It's the apple, Ringo. Okay, so I hope it is clear so far. The other location words are here. To the right, migi, to the right. For example, teburu wa anata no migi desu. The table is on your right. Teburu wa anata no migi desu. So here the reference point is you, and the topic is, or the thing that we want to find is the table. Teburu wa anata no migi desu. So the table is on your right. Next is hidari, to the left of. Hidari. Using the equation, computer wa teburu no hidari desu. Computer wa teburu no hidari desu. The computer is to the left of the table. Next, mae, in front of. Mae. Kare wa ie no mae desu. Is in front of the house. Kare wa ie, the reference point, no mae desu, in front of. Next is ushiro, behind. Ushiro. Example sentence. Koen wa hoteru no ushiro desu. Koen wa hoteru no ushiro desu. Okay? The park is behind the hotel. So again, the reference point is the hotel. What is behind it is the park. Next is naka. Naka, inside or in. For example, tabemono wa reizouko no naka desu. Tabemono wa reizouko no naka desu. Tabemono wa reizouko no naka desu. The food is in the refrigerator or inside the refrigerator. No naka. Next is outside. Soto. Soto, outside. For example, Yuki-san wa kyoshitsu no soto desu. Yuki is outside the classroom. Yuki-san wa kyoshitsu no soto desu. Yuki-san wa kyoshitsu no soto desu. Next is ue, on or above. Ue. For example, pen to hon wa terubu no ue desu. The pen and the book are on the table. Pen to hon wa teburu no ue desu. Next, shita. Shita, underneath. Neko wa ki no shita desu. The cat is under the tree. Neko wa ki no shita desu. Next, chikaku, near or nearby. Chikaku. For example, ginko wa byoin no chikaku desu. The bank is nearby the hospital. So here, we are looking for the bank, not the hospital. The hospital is only the reference point. What is nearby the hospital? Okay? That is the bank. So, ginko wa byoin no chikaku desu. Next. Tonari, next to. Next to. Or besides. Ginko wa toshokan no tonari desu. Ginko wa toshokan no tonari desu. Here we use tonari to describe two people or two buildings, places that are found side by side. We use tonari if we are describing places or things or people or buildings of the same type of category. We use yoko for a much wider range of things. Yoko is the same as next to. For example, kaban wa tsukue no yoko desu. Kaban wa tsukue no yoko desu. The bag is by the desk. Here, the bag and the desk are not of the same category, so we use yoko. Yoko is the word that means that an object is located on the sideways direction of the other object. Unlike tonari, which requires the same type of categories. The object you're describing with yoko doesn't have to be the same type, size, or category, as long as the object is located either left or right direction of something. Okay? So, for tonari, it doesn't have to be the same type, size, or category as in this example. Bag and desk, they are not of the same category. So, we do not use tonari. Kaban wa tsukue no tonari desu. So, we do not use tonari there in this case because bag and table are not the same thing or not the same category. Okay, the last is we have aida or in between. Aida, between of. For example, Here we need to use two reference points. So we have the library, Toshokan, and Gakko, school. And then, of course, the topic particle indicates the topic is koen or park. So, koen wa toshokan to gakko no aida desu. Here, to serves as the word for end. To. To. So, we're going to learn that later. So, koen wa, we're trying to find the park, koen. Toshokan to gakko no aida desu. And that park is between the library and the school. So we have two reference points, library and the school. No aida desu. Okay. Aside from describing where things is, as in using des, we can use any of the location words together with the verb to describe an event that occurs in that place. To use these phrases with verbs such as taberu and matsu, we need to use the particle de, and then verb. So here is the equation. X, y, the reference point, then no location word, de, verb. For example, watashi wa restaurant no soto de tabemashita. Watashi wa restaurant no soto de tabemashita. So here we change the des instead of soto des. We just remove des and then add the particle de and then add the verb tabemashita. So I ate outside the restaurant. I ate outside the restaurant. Because if we use des there, the sentence will become I am outside the restaurant. Next is watashi wa hoteru no mae de kanojo o machimashita. Watashi wa hoteru no mae de kanojo wo machimashita. I waited for her in front of the hotel. Okay, just follow the equation and it will be easy to understand. Kare wa toshokan no naka de yomimasu. He reads in the library. Kare wa toshokan no naka de yomimasu. So naka, inside or in. Last example. Yuki-san wa mise no chikaku de horukimasu. Yuki-san wa mise no chikaku de horukimasu. Aside from des and verb, we can also use imas and arimas to say that there exists a certain thing or person in that place. So this is the equation. X, y no location word ni imas or arimas. Here we use the particle ni, not no, not de, ni imas or arimas. To review, imas is used for living things and arimas for non-living things or plants. Imas and arimas mean there exists or there is or I have, depending on the context. For example, koen wa gakko to restaurant no aida ni arimasu. There is a park between the school and the restaurant. There is a park between the school and the restaurant. So here we are emphasizing the existence of something. We emphasize the existence of the park. Contrary to this, which we are just pointing out where the park is. So here, when we say koen wa gakko to restaurant no aida desu, we're just saying that the park is between the school and the restaurant. But when we use Imas or Arimas, we are emphasizing on the existence of the park between the school and the restaurants. Okay, existence of something when we use Imas or Arimas. Next, inu wa ie no naka ni imasu. So here, there is a dog inside the house or in the house. Or another translation is, I have a dog inside the house. Okay, imasu. So that's the variation. Okay, we're going to do some exercise on the topic of location words, the topic we have just discussed. So we're going to locate or find these things according to the location or the reference point they are in the picture. For example, we have computer wa tsukue no ue desu. The computer is on top of the table or is on the table. Computer wa tsukue no ue desu. Okay, there are a lot of combinations here, so you can just create or formulate 3 or 2 sentences. Okay, so you can pause the video. Okay, I have made 3 sentences. So the first is kutsu wa tsukue no shita desu. Kutsu wa tsukue no shita desu. The shoes is under the table. Kutsu means shoes, right? Next, kuruma wa ie no mae desu. Kuruma wa ie no mae desu. The car is in front of the house. So kuruma is car, then the reference point is house. Ie no mae desu is in front. Next is the last example I have. Koen wa mise to ie no aida desu. The park is between the house and the store, or the park is between the store and the house. Koen wa mise to ie no aida desu. So mise is the word for the store. Mise is the brown one there. Mise. Okay, I hope you have learned something today, and I want to thank you all for listening and watching. If you like my video, please consider subscribing, and if you have any questions regarding this topic, please comment down below in the comment section, and I will be posting more videos on the Japanese grammar in the near future. Mite karete, arigato. Mata aimashou.